Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. How you doing? I hope we're all having a lovely day. You know how we always do it. We use this opportunity to share migration opportunities that exist globally with respect to job opportunities, with respect to academics, if that's the route you want to take abroad. I have several videos that would educate you as to how to move to different countries all around the world. So if you're looking to move to the UK, Canada, Australia, Finland, Norway, New Zealand, Germany, Denmark, Czech Republic, Italy, Switzerland, France, Georgia, I probably have a video that talks about it. And if you're looking for job opportunities in different countries in the UK, Canada, Portugal, Germany, I also have videos. All you need to do is go on my YouTube channel and watch those videos. Even if you don't have any degree or qualification, there's a video on my YouTube channel that addresses that as well. Today we're talking about how to get jobs, how to get internationally accepted, international jobs, and to move to Portugal. So you get a job and apply for a resident permit that allows you to leave and move to Portugal. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, and you know the way we always do it here, I don't do all the talking. I bring people who actually know how to do it, who have done it and succeeded in it and live in those countries, so that it's you listening to those people directly, and it's not just me, talking, and people will say, oh, he's just telling us stuff. So you hear from people who've actually done it and live in those countries. That's how we do it here. So start tagging your friends, share this video, subscribe, like, and tell people this is how we do it. Okay. If you're wondering if they pay well in Portugal, the question is, do they pay well where you are? Right? Are you paid well where you are? All right. Let me invite my beautiful Amy, who's wonderful with respect to, talking to people when it comes to. I'll pin up our Immigrate with Amy is a handle. She says it's Amy, not Amy, but I'm gonna bring her up now. Okay. I mean, if where you're going is better than where you are, there's no point staying there. Hello, Amy.
Hello,
Obri,
doctor.
obrigado or obrigada?
Obrigado, because you're a man. I would say obrigada. Then you will say obrigado.
Obrigado.
De nada. How are
How are
you?
you? It's
I'm
good to
very
have you
well.
here again.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. So
Thank you.
we've talked about previously. We did a video together about how to move to Portugal, but we talked about something different. Today we decided to talk about the popular D7 visa, which both of us had this gist, and we said you have to get a job first where you are, and then when you apply for the job and you get the job, then you can move to Portugal and become a resident in Portugal. So we decided to do this video to say, look, we're going to teach people how to get jobs. Okay. We'll teach them how to get those international jobs. Once they get that job, then they move down to Portugal, so that at least Portugal can be a starting point for them if they want to stay in Portugal or even move from Portugal elsewhere. But at least that opportunity is there. So, like we said, we're going to do it. I'm going to just introduce you. I've introduced you already. This is Immigrate with Amy. She says she's Amy, not Amy. So,
Yes,
if you
Amen.
guys want to start following her, if you want to start following her, this is her handle. It's Immigrate with Amy. I don't like to hear stuff like, is language a barrier in Portugal? With all the English language you are speaking, is your life any better? Is your life, with all the English you are speaking, is your life any better? Ami is Nigerian. She speaks English and she's been in Portugal. So don't give me headache with all this language barrier talk. All right, Ami, the floor is yours. Over to you. Tell us what you've got today.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for that beautiful introduction. And hello, everyone out there. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you're the person that just complained about language barrier, right? All jobs, not all jobs, but if you get a job in Portugal, if you applied from outside of Portugal, you are coming in to work in an English firm. I believe maybe because you've not traveled to Europe before, you think we don't have international people. We have lots of international people in Portugal, in Germany, in France, even though they have their primary language, right? But English is more like an international language that is spoken everywhere. So if you're coming here to work, definitely the company that will be employing you knows that you're an English speaker or a native of English speaker. So the job you'll be getting is an English job. You'll be working in an English firm, okay? Just to clarify that. All right, so there are so many multinational companies, that have been moving to Portugal. They are always in search of skilled workers. We are talking about skilled workers, like skilled jobs, people who have skill, who have experiences and want to work in Portugal. These jobs I'll be talking about, they are meant for graduates. Yeah, so we have a lot of companies, a lot of international companies that are looking for skilled workers to employ, people who are English native speakers, people who are fluent in English. So they are always in search of them. Of course, there are people in Portugal who speak English. We have international people who speak English very well. But most times, when they don't find exactly what they are looking for within Portugal or within EU zone, Schengen zone, they go outside of this, Schengen zone, outside of Portugal to recruit people. And that is the essence of this video. Okay, so what they do is that they advertise jobs on their website and people apply. When they go through all the CVs received, and if they don't find exactly what they are looking for in Portugal, so that would make them to start scrutinizing those profiles or those CVs that came in outside of Portugal. And if your profile matches exactly what they are looking for, you'll be employed. There's no two ways about it. You'll be employed. And once they employ you, they will help you through some visa documentation, like we say, visa processing. But sometimes, I would like to say that sometimes when you go to this website, right, it may not be specified that these jobs are visa-sponsored jobs. It may not be specified. But when you see maybe the number of experience they are looking for, or they need native English speakers, please apply for the job if you know your profile matches it. And you speak English, whether you're fluent in English or you're a native English speaker, go ahead and apply for this job. Don't look at it like maybe, oh, it's not stated that his job is visa-sponsored job. No. Even if you don't see it, but you see that they are looking for English speakers, go ahead and apply. Because what happens is this: when they search people within and they don't see, they go outside of Portugal. So you can come into Portugal through a work permit pathway. And when you come in, you have access to applying for residency in Portugal. You can get your residence permit and all the benefits that other residents, Portuguese residents have. You will also have them. There are lots of benefits. So moving to Portugal through a work pathway is a very beautiful way of, coming into Portugal. And you become a resident. And when you're a resident in Portugal, Portugal is a Schengen zone. You have access to, other European countries, which is key. Yeah, like as I am now, I don't need a visa, which, you know, doctor, to travel to Germany, France, you know, you just move. So it's a very wonderful way of moving to Portugal if you can get this job. The last time I was here, I shared some websites where people can go and, you know, apply for these jobs. First, to check if your profile matches them, and if it is, you apply. But for the purpose of this video, right, I'll be adding another website to the ones I've previously shared, which is Yazaki. It's a Japanese company. Yazaki, yeah. Yazaki.
Like
So,
Yamaha.
Like Yamaha, yeah. It's called Yazaki. It's a Japanese company. They are in Portugal. They are in North America. They are almost all the countries in Europe. And they employ people all over the world. No matter where you are, you can be employed if only your profile matches exactly what they are looking for. You can be employed. So I'm going to be sharing the link.
Sorry, Ami, before you share the links, can you just list some of those companies we talked about previously? If you don't mind?
Okay. I know I talked about EDP. EDP is an energy company in Portugal, very big. They employ both people in Portugal, people within the Schengen zone, and outside of Portugal, outside of Europe. So even if you're in Africa, you can apply if your profile matches, you know, the role advertised. We also talked about Euronext. It's also another good company that employ people from outside of Portugal. Then I talked about Fujitsu as well. It's also
Fujitsu, yeah?
Fujitsu is a Japanese company as well that was telling you the other day it was moved from UK to Portugal. They also employ people from outside of Portugal.
Okay.
Then I can also add some recruitment agency that people can also use to get a job.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so apart from these companies, I know I must have forgotten some, but I can send the list all over to you again. But
Yes,
they
please.
can also check some recruitment agencies like CBT Talent. In fact, this
Talent.
is what CBT Talent, yeah, is another beautiful website. It's a recruitment agency that can, you know, help people to get a job despite wherever you are, and they can bring you into Portugal if if they get exactly what they want from you. It's another beautiful way of coming into Portugal. They can also check landing.jobs. I keep saying it. This is where most of my subscribers get jobs from. Landing.jobs. They are very big in Portugal, well known in Portugal. They employ people from outside of Portugal within Europe or Schengen zone. So if you're in Africa, most especially, you can get a job from there.
Okay, fantastic. So these are companies that would hire you from anywhere you are in the world to Portugal. We've talked about EDP, Fujitsu, Euronet, Yazaki, CBT Talent, and we've also talked about landing jobs. Now, to the core of our discussion, landing.jobs.
Yeah.
Now, to the core of our discussion, we wanted to talk about the D7 visa, which is a resident permit. So after you have applied for jobs in all these companies and gotten the jobs, you now talk about the D7 visa, which people can apply for to move to Portugal. And I've seen a lot of people on your channel, a lot of people on your page give testimonies as to how they have gotten the D7 visa. So you really know your stuff as to the requirements and the process. So if you don't mind sharing with people how they can get this visa.
Okay. So just to clarify something, doctor, when any of
Okay.
them apply for a job in Portugal, right? That is a different pathway of coming into Portugal. So you apply for a job,
Okay.
you got a job, and you got a visa, of course, because you're coming through a work permit. That is a different way. You're coming in and you're going to apply for residency in Portugal. It
Okay.
has nothing to
Okay.
do with D7 visa. Yes, it has
Okay.
nothing to do with D7 visa. Now, talking about D7 visa, right, is a category of visa, and they will become residents in Portugal. They will also have
Okay.
all access, all benefits as Portuguese residents, but it's not meant for everybody. And I'm going to be sharing the category of people that can apply for D7 visa. The first group of people that can apply for a D7 visa are people who work for themselves, people who render services to people and I render service to you and you pay me at the end of the month or at the end of that service. They are called freelancers and they can work from wherever they are. They don't have a shop, they don't have an office, they don't have a particular location. They can do their stuff while in their house, wherever, and they get paid. So if you're a freelancer, you are eligible to apply for a D7 visa and come into Portugal and become a resident. Another group of people that can apply for a D7 visa in Portugal are employees, people who work remotely, remote workers. For example, we have some people in Nigeria who work for maybe a company in the US, a company in the UK, but they are residing in Nigeria, right? They have a good job, so to say, but they don't want to live in Nigeria. They don't want to live in Ghana. They don't want to live in Kenya. They want to move to Portugal and become a resident while working for their company in their home country or their country of residence. So in that case, they are eligible to apply for a D7 visa, move to Portugal, become a resident, and still continue working for their company. Okay?
Okay.
Then along
Yeah.
the line,
Yeah.
maybe if they now decide, maybe after getting their residence permit and they decide that they don't want to work for their company anymore, they can apply for a job, apply for any company and work for that company in Portugal. Is allowed. So such people can move to Portugal through this pathway by applying for a D7 visa. Another category of
Wow.
people that can also apply for a D7 visa are people who are retired, the retirees. People who are retired, but they prefer to live in Portugal and become Portuguese residents. They can apply for a D7 visa and move to Portugal. And finally, we have another category of people who have passive income. People who do businesses, investors, people who have rental businesses. They are not in a particular location. They are just, they work online, they do online stuff, and they get paid. Or maybe they have an apartment or a house that they rent to people, and they make money from those apartments. So if you're such person, you can apply for a D7 visa and move with your family. But there are due process. But before you can apply for this D7, right? One of the requirements is that you must ensure that whatever comes to you, like your monthly income, has to be up to the Portuguese minimum wage, which is 705 euros every month.
705
Yeah.
euros. Ah.
Yeah,
That's like
705 euros. I don't know
400,000 naira.
in Naira, I don't know how much
Yeah.
that is.
That's about 400,000 naira thereabout.
No, it's more. I think it's more.
Is it more?
I think
It is
it's
more.
more. Euro is high. It should be
Wow.
around
Wow.
700,000 naira, whatever. I don't know. I don't know, but it's quite high because yeah, exchange rate is quite high right now. So if you're in Africa, you're
But at
in
least
Kenya,
if you're earning at least 1,000 euro, if you're earning 1,000 euro per month, that should do it, yeah?
of course. Let's not even go to 1,000 euros. Let's leave it at 705 euros, 800, maybe 900. But the minimum requirement is 705 euros. If you have a good job wherever you are, but you prefer to become a resident in Portugal and get all benefit, you can apply for a D7 visa and move with your family, or you move by yourself and you become a resident. So this visa category has been there for some time now, but it wasn't well known to people. It was just the Americans and British that have been applying for this visa and moving to Portugal while working for a company in US or working for a company in UK, but they are actually residing in Portugal. So what happened was, I think that was like 3 or 4 months ago, somebody buzzed me on Instagram and told me, oh, I just moved to Portugal through D7 visa. I'm in Nigeria. I applied from Lagos and I came into Portugal. So that got me so interested because I knew about D7 visa, but I never knew that Nigerians, Africans can actually apply for it and come into Portugal through that pathway. So I started asking the girl some questions and I told her, oh, would you mind interviewing you? She said yes. And immediately she shared her experience and I, posted that video. That video opened a lot of Africans' eyes. And now they are not applying. People are getting the D7 visa and they are coming into Portugal with their family. So it's very simple if you have the requirement. It's just, in fact, I think this should
So
be the
aside
easiest. Okay.
so aside from the 700 euro that's required in the bank account, you don't need anything else?
No, 700 euros, 705 euros is how much you should be receiving every month, like your monthly income. Okay.
What other
Before you,
documents do you need?
yeah, of course, I'm going to be mentioning all documents. But what I'm saying is, for you to be eligible to apply, you must be earning up to 705 euros every month before you can apply for it. Now, there are lots of documents required, for you to apply for this D7 visa. And I listed them here in my computer. The first one is you need an employment letter. If you're coming in as an employee of your company, right, you need an employment letter. A letter showing that you're working for a so company. After that, you need a letter of employment or a work contract. Now, we have an employment letter, right? Then you can also get a letter from your HR or from your company stating that you can work remotely from anywhere you are. Okay? Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
this, I've mentioned 2 documents now. One is your employment letter from your company. Another document is a document from HR in your company stating that you are allowed to work from anywhere you are. Then another document is your pay slips. You need to show proof through your pay slips that you receive that amount of money every month. So I would like to advise anyone that will be going for a D7 visa to submit pay slip of at least 4 to 6 months of your pay slip. Yes, before applying. Then another document that is required is your bank statement. Now, some people would want to use a different bank account statement, but it's always advisable you use your salary bank account. The account where you receive your salary every month, because they're going to be checking all the money that comes into your account to know if it comes from your office. Of course, there are other money that comes here and there, but it has to be your salary account. Then if you have other accounts, maybe like you have a dollar account, you have another account with a bank, you can attach everything. But the primary bank account statement should be your salary account.
Wow.
And when printing it out, please print at least 6 months. 6 months. And you know, doctor, people don't have money stored somewhere, right? As money is coming, you're using it. Because someone would want to ask, oh, how can I leave my salary for 6 months? No, that's not what we are saying. What we are saying here is print 6 months statement of account. Even though money comes and goes, it's okay. But then when you're printing your account statement, let the closing balance not be, empty. Let it have some substantial amount of money before you submit. Nobody is saying you should store all your 6 months salary in there, but let there be, some money that when they go through your statement, it won't be a hindrance giving you that visa.
Wow, look,
Okay.
Ami, this has been a very rich one, and I like to keep my videos very short so that people can understand and grasp the meat of the juice of what we want them to do. But in summary, if I understand what you've talked about, it's that Portugal is an amazing place for people to move to. It's a very good option. And I have always talked about Portugal as being one of the most underrated countries
Exactly.
in the world.
Nobody talks about it.
Nobody talks about Portugal. And I've visited Portugal a couple of times. Fantastic place. And it's definitely one of the places you want to move to. I have talked about moving to Portugal as a student on my YouTube channel. And Ami and myself have talked about how to move to Portugal via job opportunities. And today in this video, we've talked about how to get jobs in Portugal as one of the routes that you can just get a job directly in Portugal, get a work permit, and move to Portugal straight away. So if you apply for jobs in places like EDP, Yazaki, Euronext, Fujitsu, check landing.jobs, check CBT Talent, you get jobs in Portugal straight away, and they will give you work permit in Portugal. Nevertheless, you can still apply for some jobs that are remote, get jobs that are remote anywhere you are in the world, and still apply for a visa called the D7 visa. Again, I've told you guys, Ami is extremely good with this information. And if I were you, I would just go to our DM right now. Our handle is Immigrate with Ami. Ami is AMMY, Immigrate with Ami. And just tell her questions, okay? You need a letter from your job stating that you're employed and you can work from anywhere in the world. You need a document showing that you have a job, at least an employment letter. You need a bank statement. You need to earn at least the minimum wage of 705 euros per month. Of course, you need your international passport. There's no point in doing this if you don't have passport.
Exactly.
We can't help you.
Need travel insurance.
This video is not for you if you don't have a passport, okay? So, guys, I want you right now, don't say that I've not helped you, because that would be, preposterous to say that I've not helped you now. I'm telling you now, Portugal is a very nice place, and I want you to follow. Start sending DMs. I cannot answer all your questions about Portugal. That's why we're doing this video. Send DMs, and this is all she does. Portugal, and how to come into Portugal. So if you're tired of where you are at the moment and you're looking for a route out, and Portugal is a place that interests you, you want to follow Immigrate with Ami. I've said it now. You want to follow Immigrate with Ami. Follow her, send her DMs, ask her questions. I want to hear that Waka Waka Doctor and Immigrate with Ami helped me to get my visa, and I'm in Portugal in 6 months' time. That's what I want to hear. Okay?
Doctor,
so
it doesn't even take up to 6 months. It doesn't take up to,
That's it.
this visa is 60
That's
days.
it.
It takes just
60
60
days.
days to get it.
Two,
Yeah.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
But at the
So
same
if you,
time, sorry to cut you short. At the same time, it can extend to 70 days, but it's not up to 3 months. It's just
it's not
like
up
a
to
snap
3
of
months.
fingers.
It's not up to 3 months. So if you start now, you can be in Portugal by June, July, August. You can be in Portugal by
Yeah,
August.
for September.
If you start now, before September, you can be in Portugal. If you like, do. If you like, fold your hands. I've done my own. This is my own path. So, guys, want you right now, follow Immigrate with Amy. I've just pinned that over there. I've just pinned that handle over there. Immigrate with Amy. She has all the information and requirements you need. Send her DMs, ask her questions, watch her video, and start making the move now. Okay, I can't do more than this. We can't do more than that. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Amy. People are saying that they need you to open your DMs so that they can send you DMs. So maybe you open your DMs so that.
I hope I can be able to answer everybody. But yeah.
Yes, you will only do your best. You will do your best. But look, she's got a YouTube channel. Go on her YouTube channel. It's Immigrate with Amy as well. She's also on Instagram. That's what she shares. Okay.
On Facebook.
Thank you very much for having us on Facebook. Just Immigrate with Amy. Just type it there. Yeah. And we want to see you in Portugal very soon. Thank you very much for coming on my show, Amy. It's always a pleasure to have you. You still have one more to do with me, so we'll chat later. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, doctor, no problem.
All
I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you. Bye.
Not a problem at all. Bye. Bye.